Hello everyone. Right now I am with class 10 history book, and before starting the chapters we need to first understand the basic motive of this book, and for this we have to read the introduction first. If any one of you avoid the introduction, it is very much difficult for you to understand the basic motive, and without knowing the motive you are no way able to understand the true sense or the real thing which is very much available in this book or in the various stories. So if we go through with the introduction, here we just see we live in a world where the existence of nations is taken for granted. Hmm. We see people as belonging to nations and having a nationality, and we assume that this sense of belonging has existed from time immemorial. We consider countries as the same as nations and use the two terms as synonymous, making little distinction between them. You know, there were several countries. What we see in today's world map was no way the part of ancient history. And at the same time, in ancient history, you may go through with the various names or various countries that is actually no way existed in today's time. We think of countries as unified entities, each with a demarcated international boundary, a defined territory, a national language, and a central government. But this is no way going to show the real picture. Sorry, here I just switch off the fan. Why? Because it is very difficult to interact with you all with the voice of fan. Now, and if we just go through with the thought of the famous Eric Hobsbawm, a famous historian, once said, the most remarkable fact about the modern nation is its modernity. The history of its existence is no more than 250 years old. As you all know, in section 1, basically we are just focusing more and more on the word what we call nationalism. We just try to understand the feeling of nationalism and nation state. So, according to the introduction, the idea of nationalism emerged in Europe, how territories were unified and national governments formed. It was a process that took many decades, 10 years, yes, involved many wars and revolutions, many ideological battles and political conflicts. Like several times you may heard that that man was emerged as a big hero of his nation. Why? Because he just you know led from the front, and this man just go for the kind of sacrifice and various things. Like you may heard about the Bhagat Singh, you may heard about the Mahatma Gandhi, and if we talk about the world over there, in our stories we just go through with the character like Giuseppe Mazzini, Ho Chi Minh, Bismarck, Garibaldi, and so on. Now the thing is, the story of nationalism in these chapters will move at several levels, and no, we have to also look at the aspirations and activities of ordinary people. See how nationalism is expressed in small events of everyday life and shaped by a variety of seemingly dissimilar and unrelated social movements. Like nowadays, we just see whenever our Prime Minister just instruct us for anything, we all just obey him, we follow him, and we just try to show our support to that person. Why? Because somewhere we all have the kind of feeling what we call nationalism. So I'm going to start the chapter the rise of nationalism in Europe in my next video. Why? Because making a long video is no way a fruitful thing. So first you all need to read your introduction, and then thereafter we just start the first chapter. Thank you.